Actually, we're here to offer you something far more valuable.
Uh-oh.
What is that?
The antidote?
The antidote.
Yeah.
An antidote for what?
The poison you just ate?
For the poison that's currently sitting in your system.
Yeah.
The name.
Wow. How did he get his face that red? That's insane. He burst every blood vessel in his head. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Greg.
I'm Des.
And today we are watching episodes 5 and 6 of The Gentlemen on Netflix. What do you remember from the last two we watched?
Jimmy loses stuff. They make poor decisions on partnerships, him and Susie.
Yep.
And Mom may be coming through on finding the right way to go.
Yeah, Mom and Jeff found a new place, possibly the neighbor, to stage the farm.
With the sheep.
With the sheep, yeah, that's right. We had the one guy die that led to all the Nazi stuff that we thought they were going to move the thing to, which was great. I can't believe I blocked out Hitler's ball until this moment. I completely forgot that. But now it's seared in this memory.
And the doggy ate it.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I am very excited to keep going. We have 4 left. We're at the halfway point. I was thinking about this driving over today, that each episode seems to be a different kind of bad guy or antagonist. There hasn't been a lot of carryover other than the meth guy. The meth guy seems to kind of permeate everything. But yeah, we're excited. We've been really enjoying this.
And neither of us have seen the movie, so we have no idea where this is going.
I do think we should watch the movie after we finish, which will be a weird order to do it, but it would be kind of fun. So I don't know. Let us know if you think that would be a good idea.
I'm still thinking episode 7 is going to be the big one.
Yeah.
The penultimate episode. And I do think that stupid older brother might actually come through with something. For once.
He has to do something because all he's done is mess up. So lots going on, lots swirling. But yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to jump into episode 5.
Hey, Susie. Oh.
Okay.
It's funny that she's even bothering putting something through.
Yeah.
He's up with his birds this morning.
She just dinged and they didn't even stop her.
You know the way.
She's going to see her dad? Yeah. I recognize that chin anywhere.
Ever guess where this little fella's just flown in from? Evian.
No. Why, anyone would swap the south of France for a Cat D prison in Guildford's beyond me.
Yeah, well, it's homing instinct, and you can't override it.
God, he gets to wear a nice suit in prison. So nice.
What's the bubbly for? We celebrating? So we're not raising a glass to the Duke, then? Even though we got 2 new wheat farms and an expanding empire.
Okay.
Too new, it's a transfer.
It's of the opinion that the additional facilities he's helped us acquire are very much a part of his exit strategy.
So they are taking the Nazis' land, in addition to the neighbor?
You see, deep down, he doesn't want to.
Insight based on one boozy lunch.
He's got a taste for it.
He's correct.
I must admit, he has turned out to be something of an asset. However, I don't think it stopped him wanting us off his land.
But he can't walk away. No one walks away. See, if he fucks me about at the end of the year, I'll chop his head off.
Yikes. Oh, she doesn't like that.
We still don't know the full deal he made because they walked away where they had the rest of the conversation, so we don't know everything they talked about.
It's true.
Dad didn't give him the full. It looks like
Happy Gilmore. Yeah. Hole in one?
How would you like it, sir?
How pleased, Mr. Lawrence?
What do you mean, how would you like it? It's so close. You gotta pull it.
So I was wondering whether you might want to take on a more formal, long-term position.
Wow. What a jerk. You know who he serves.
I think I'm happy with the agreement as it currently stands, thank you.
You sure about that, Eddie? There have been a couple of moments in the last few months, I reckon. You've been enjoying yourself.
Des has been enjoying herself playing golf lately. I'm terrible at golf, which is a crime.
You're terrible at segues.
I think you have a set of military skills that could be applicable.
Always happy to lend a hand if it expedites my extradition.
Ever been to the port of Zeebrugge?
Oh.
We transport £80 million worth of puff through it every year. Recently, we've hit a little bit of a bump in the highway. Several shipments have been seized by the Belgian Federal Police.
Who's supposed to be running things down there?
A real piece of work named Florent de Groot. Or as my dad likes to call him, that shit-eating cunt from Belgium.
Catchy.
What an
I don't know what
entrance.
that translated into.
A Segway, an umbrella. Oh, it's what's his name?
Oh, from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing.
What I need is a second opinion. I can have him bring him to the farm, and you won't even need to leave the comfort of your own home.
I can do it in my slippers.
So, if you want your merchandise to continue its safe passage to the continent, it's going to cost more money.
How much more?
1.5 million.
Yikes.
How exactly did you arrive on this very specific figure?
Yeah.
We have police local, police federal, police maritime, customs officers.
He's lying.
And if I don't pay them immediately, they will get angry.
The accent's taking me a minute.
Word.
Of course, of course.
Quick chat, Susan.
Sure.
Those two dudes make him look small, and he is not a small man.
I think he's frightening us.
Right.
He's tipped off to the border police. He's using it to drop the price up. If you give him what he wants, he's going to keep coming back asking for more.
Give a mouse a cookie.
I just read that book this morning.
You have to pay the going rate plus 1.5.
I appreciate that various people need to wet their respective beaks, but within reason. You don't take the fucking piss.
Uh-oh. Is that a raid? I thought they were about to get raided. That's what I thought it was, but
I think it's the girl
it is. You're right.
who's gonna ruin the product.
They're just taking the Jennies.
This better not be anything to do with you to Grud.
Eddie, go check out what's going on. Take blanket with you.
Blanket?
What a name.
Security blanket.
Oh, that sucks. Getting stuck in the mud. Why did you bring that car to pull it?
Look at the fucking Jennies!
Oh. Yeah. Come on, Jeff. It's weird that car has an American wheel. Oh, wow. They're kids?
You're going to love this.
Good thing you didn't shoot him.
There's no way you're going to be able to kill us without it coming back any. I've hundreds of cousins.
No one's getting killed here.
What about him then? Big man with the gun.
Just got a bit excited, didn't you, Blanket?
What a name.
Leaving gypsies.
Oh, fuck you, you racist scumbag! We're not gypsies, we're travelers.
Travelers.
Same fucking thing.
All right. Everybody relax.
Yeah, fuck off, Blanky.
Go on, we'll be all right.
Do you ever watch this on TLC? It's crazy.
Surname's Ward.
You're on private property and you've stolen 2 of our generators. Why?
A man from the council came and took ours. Left us with nothing.
Why is that my problem?
Come on, man. Like, you look like you fucking need it.
Wow.
There's little kids there with no heating, sleeping in freezing cold beds. Come on, think of the babies.
Let's unhook the generator. Come on. Out of charity, we'll give you the one you've stolen for the babies.
Wow.
It's going to be a problem, Jeff.
Well, the Ward family are very notorious around these parts, sir. Dog fighting, cockfighting, infighting.
Now we're back to Snatch.
We're gonna have to tread very carefully.
What happened? One of your cows found the light switch?
See what I mean? Arrogant prick.
Yeah.
I don't like someone putting a gun to my head, Edward. I'm gonna send him back to Belgium. Let him stew a little bit.
What about the travelers?
Dunno.
If they know what we're up to, I think they could be an issue.
Maybe we should pay him a visit.
Excuse me? I would like to go home to the civilization.
That sound. I know they don't have a lot of choices, but that's not where I'd want to make camp.
What you fucking gulping at?
You baldy fucking cunt.
We want to speak to your head honcho.
Who's asking?
The people who kindly donated that generator to you.
JP! Clear?
Thought I recognized him, but I do not.
They're the bastards who shot at us last night, JP.
Well, you were stealing. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
Did you take a shot at my fucking family?
Yeah, I sure did, sir.
How about we have a little conversation? Maybe somewhere a bit more private.
What are you doing, Mummy? He's a fucking Duke, Kellyanne. I've seen him in the papers.
Go on.
So he is like a public figure, for sure.
It's not every day we have royalty in the caravan.
Perfect.
Thanks, boy.
That teddy bear is killing me. I don't know why.
Her
Her
face.
face.
What do you want?
The fact that the furniture's covered in plastic isn't.
Is that because you're growing a bit of weed up there?
Wow.
What would give you that impression?
Could be all the fucking generators, the come-ins, the goings. Or the fact that one of the lads was looking at one of those blue barrels. Found this.
Oh. Thanks, that's a couple grand.
Are you trying to blackmail us?
That depends on your definition of blackmail.
Perhaps you could help us clarify your definition.
All right.
The makeup on his eye is really good. It looks real.
Thank you, wasn't sure.
I want in.
Excusez-moi.
What?
We have all sorts of skills that could be useful in this particular business.
I think this meeting's reached its natural conclusion.
One second. Would you mind if
Yeah.
my colleague and
What
I
are you
have a
offering?
brief word?
They're gonna
seeing
do
as you're a
indescribable Duke mumbling or
I hope so. Yeah.
Posh! Damn it! I wish I had gotten that.
So close. We're just not English enough. We're not British enough.
As it happens, we have a minor problem. It's the distribution of our product.
And it strikes us that you and your people might be pretty old hat at getting merchandise across the border.
That's just a tired fucking cliche.
Yeah, stop.
What do you reckon? Is there a deal to be done?
He's harassing to dance with me. And you haven't even bought me a drink yet.
Well, what do you drink?
Wow.
Expensive fucking whiskey.
I mean,
Probably delicious.
first time I probably agree on his taste.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tastes fucking expensive, all right, huh?
Dalmore, 25-year-old single malt.
Wow.
No, I didn't come here empty-handed. Now this
Moonshine?
is poutine from County Mayo.
Okay.
It's made from potatoes, crab apples, and a little bit of brake fluid.
I'll peel your skin right off.
You have to get the balance just right, or you can end up going blind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no thanks. I'll stick to
It's
that.
gonna burn your throat.
Yeah, I'll
straight
stick to
through,
this
like.
delicious whiskey.
Cheers.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
That's punchy. Oh,
Wow.
Put some hair on your chest.
do we have a deal then, or what?
You want to do business with the wards, you have to party with the wards.
If that's what you need.
You said yourself you've never had more sex than you have
Oh,
after a funeral.
You've never had more sex than you've had after a funeral.
This is my brother, Freddie, and his wife, Tamsin. This is John Paul and his family. Freddie, sit down and have a drink with us.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
As many people as we can to split this up.
Bucket.
Well,
I mean, but if anybody wants to be not
That's true.
aware of himself and inebriated, and it would be Freddie. Great.
Oh, this is chaos
Freddie.
already.
No.
I thought for sure it was gonna be Freddie, like
Right.
naked. I wouldn't want to ride a horse without pants, for sure. Yeah.
Are we expecting guests, darling? There appear to be 400 gypsies at...
Travelers.
Too loud, Mother. Turned into quite a late one last night.
Oh, how late exactly?
Yeah.
I love these cutbacks. They're great. Oh.
Freddie.
You look awful.
Thank you. Pushing causes blindness, apparently. I may have drunkenly agreed to them staying for a couple of days. I should have warned you.
Jeff and I were a little bit shocked to see them.
She can't even walk.
Something happened. Something happened between the two of them. Please. Oopsie.
I've no idea.
Yeah.
now there's a pair of sticky heads, huh? Fierce performance last night from the both of you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna sort this out.
Painkillers. Yeah, painkillers.
Do you have to do it in the front, like, yard? Feels like there's enough room. You could
Right, they
go
could go somewhere
elsewhere.
else.
But I guess it's easier to hook up the power, maybe.
She's a beautiful horse.
Aww.
She likes you. Do you ride?
Since I was a girl.
Maybe you should take her out.
Could I?
She rides so well.
Morning, Your Grace.
It's wonderful to see her ridden.
She won't let anybody on her back, as you know.
They have a similar seat, don't they? Her and Charlie.
Oh. His daughter?
I suppose.
She's getting on well at university.
Their daughter?
I often think how hard it must have been for you.
Wow. We knew
watching
it.
Charlie grow up all these years.
At least I was close by. I taught her to ride. That's something, isn't it?
Definitely.
Des can smell those romances episodes away. She called it an episode 2, I think.
What's the story between you two? Looking very cozy on that couch the other night.
It's just a work thing. We're associates, really.
I can tell by that glint in your eye that you're the outlaw, Susie. I'd say his type were looking up the likes of me and you since William the Conqueror.
You're not wrong. But we're not here to talk about me, JP. We're here to find out how you plan on pulling all this off.
Myself and my family are back and forth to Europe all the time.
Right.
Sometimes via Ireland, sometimes not. But this month, it's gonna be a pilgrimage to Lourdes.
That's what I thought. Okay. Like Lost, when they smuggled all the cocaine in the Virgin Mary statues. But how much can you really move within those, though? I mean, they were moving shipping containers. Okay.
I like the one Mary just like wobbling.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Wow.
Can't wait for the flashback of what really happened the rest of that night.
Uh-oh.
As new ventures go, it doesn't get much better than this.
Team effort.
See? You're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe.
A few days aren't up yet.
Suppose we've all just got to stick to what we know, don't we? Speaking of which, I've been doing some thinking.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I know it's all meant to be temporary, all this business with Susie Glass and her daddy. But you are fucking good at it, mate. You know that. My baby brother, the king of pins.
As it happens, they have asked to extend the contract beyond the current year.
Fuck me, you've got to take it.
Why?
We've all just got to figure out what we're good at and fuck the consequences in the arse.
Well, the consequences might fuck you in the ass if you do 14 years in prison.
Yeah.
Know this. I'm scaling my mountain too, Edward.
I don't like the sound of that.
I reach the peak. The view is going to blow people's minds.
Oh,
Yeah.
little friend. Contract over?
Yeah, he's not gonna be happy.
I was absolutely certain she had stopped all the shipments.
Oh, who is it? Johnston? With a T?
My man on the inside
No.
is out of risk.
I think this might be the person that was
I just need some time.
blowing up.
Can't see his face.
It was Johnson, they'd show him. How do you figure that out?
I'm feeling the travelers are gonna be in trouble now.
Aw, he's not on his little scooter.
That had to be a really fun shot. You don't ever get to drive like that. That had to
The
be fun.
framing of that too, with his eyes in the rearview mirror.
Now that was a fucking beautiful car.
Mm-hmm.
It belongs to the old man.
Jesus. All my dad left me was in the lurch.
As it happened, so did mine. Yeah,
Are you with JP?
I was.
Come to the farm. Don't say anything.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
There was over 4 million quid locked up in there.
Wow.
We've been robbed.
Freddie.
What about the Jennies? They were nicked by the Pikeys.
Let's not just jump to conclusions, right?
Think about it, though. What else could it be?
But I didn't want to say anything. As I was coming through the farm the other night, I see that JP by the weed entrance. He looked fucking flustered, mate.
Just when things are going well.
Where'd Jimmy go? What did he figure out?
He knows he's let other people in there. He's
Yeah.
a little guilty.
It's got to be the dude in the car, mystery man, trying to cause dissension between them, I would imagine.
I heard. And what do you think, Eddie?
I don't think it's them.
No.
Imagine if you and me, we met because you were stealing from me. Did you steal the money, John?
He's good at reading people.
Yeah.
Be very fucking careful, Eddie.
It's not an answer, but
Did you steal
I agree
that
that he didn't.
money?
Yeah.
It just makes no sense for them to do it.
They're not.
They cutting off their nose to spite their face.
All sorted, Sue.
Where are the travellers now?
Looks like they've done a bunk.
Wow.
Fuck.
I want them found. All hands on deck.
You want me to head back to DeGroat? Under the damage, so to speak?
How would they not have heard them all leave?
Yeah.
Who benefits if we blame the travelers? Lose our means of distribution in Europe.
That shit-eating cunt from Belgium.
Exactly.
Oh, that scooter, it kills me.
So you think de Groot is orchestrating all this from Europe? You'd have to have someone on the inside.
Someone close. Someone probably at the farm.
Oh, Susie, Eddie.
It's so good to see you.
You are in Europe, my friends. And in Europe, we like to live a little. In England, they are always so busy, huh? Tick-tack, tick-tack. Like the Big Ben.
He's having way too much fun.
I always found the horse more delicate than the bull or the cow.
No thanks.
I assume your presence here signifies a willingness to reopen negotiations.
No.
Actually, we're here to offer you something far more valuable.
Uh-oh.
What is that?
The antidote?
The antidote.
Yeah.
An antidote for what?
The poison you just ate?
For the poison that's currently sitting in your system.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about running an international crime syndicate. We can get to anyone.
Your heart is beginning to beat at 3 times its normal rate. In about 5 minutes, you'll suffer from massive cardiac arrest on account of the trauma done to you.
I thought they were bluffing until he started making that face.
But then you'll suffocate. Lying on this restaurant floor, gasping for air, like a dying fucking fish.
Wow.
Unless you take that antidote.
He's pretty good at this.
Yeah, he's great. You know it was his idea.
No. We need a name.
Wow.
Don't know what you mean.
Clock is ticking to grow. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Big Ben.
Bennett.
Yeah.
The name.
Wow. How did he get his face that red? That's insane. He burst every blood vessel in his head. Johnston.
Disappointing.
Very.
Either that or Jimmy. I like that nobody just reacted.
Be fine within the hour. Have a good lunch, Mr. DeGroat.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be Freddy, but he would have reacted differently.
How do you want to handle it?
There's only one outcome. He's a big boy. He knew the risks.
It's not going to be pleasant.
It never is.
I don't think it can be Jimmy.
You know, I actually liked him. Thought he could be trusted.
Or is it Blanket? Because they've said his name so many times.
But maybe there's someone who could help. Might need a little convincing.
They're going to get the Travelers to do it? Yeah.
Gentlemen, a little heavily armed for this time of the morning, aren't we?
Well, when you accuse someone of robbing 4 million from a drug baron, a man tends to get a bit paranoid, you know what I mean?
The fuck do you want, Eddie?
I'm here to make things right. I want to offer you a gift.
Tell you what, how about I offer you a gift, Eddie?
I guess I deserve that one.
Oh man, is Eddie gonna have to deal with it on his own?
Someone tried to set you up.
Give me a name, Eddie.
I can do better than that.
What's this?
that?
Eddie?
Yeah.
Teddy Bear's fucking picnic.
Not Blanket.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, Keith.
Oh, you're going to watch?
But do they get the money back?
That's yeah, like, he definitely isn't the mastermind of it. Whoever was in the car hired him.
So you reckon the Belgian came up with it on his own then?
Well, it wasn't Keith's idea, was it?
It's a pattern, isn't it? Van load of weed vanishing off the face of the earth. Blockades on the continent. It's all adding up to something.
All right. Well, we've had a few problems.
It's not done.
All right, all we need to do is steady the ship.
No, there's dark clouds coming, Dad. I can feel it.
I'm the captain, and I say full steam ahead.
Dad, you're not on the street.
You're a dead man walking, and Bobby Glass is gonna shit a lot of you. I know how many bodies there are, because I fucking buried them, Eddie. You work for Bobby Glass now. There's no way out. He'll get you eventually. Just like Jeffro.
Well,
What did you say about Jethro?
yeah.
Jeffro's at the bottom of the fucking Thames.
JB, I'm begging and asking.
You can't trust any of them.
Yep. Aw, he feels bad. That's his friend.
I thought they could trust him as much as you can trust somebody in this business.
Is it done?
It's done.
Uh-oh.
Jethro's gonna change his mind about fully diving in.
I feel like deep down you had to know, Eddie. You had to know.
I mean, we knew.
Yeah. Okay, we just watched episode 5 of The Gentlemen, and
Hundreds of cousins.
hundreds of cousins. First thoughts.
Trying to figure out how the title plays in.
Because she said it in the van. Or she said it when they caught her with the generator, the Traveler.
Got it.
Like, she repeated the line. They always seem to repeat the line.
Got
or
it.
the title.
Okay.
But yeah, so we met the Travelers. who seem like they're going to play a role. It reminded me, I know you haven't seen it, but it reminded me a lot of Snatch. It's kind of like, but I enjoyed it. I am very curious who the man in the car that we didn't see is. I still think that could be Johnston, but
I still think it's somebody we haven't seen before, and I think it has to do with the guy that blew up the...
I definitely think that person is the same.
The van.
So it's either Johnston doing it all, or it is the new person.
Yeah, I think it's...
And we don't know. I mean, we assume that that Jimmy was texting the girl. Yeah, it's wild. They keep introducing new characters rather than solving questions
from previous ones.
Yeah, which speaks to maybe there is a plan to do more seasons.
Except there was the big did they or didn't they question about Mom and Jeff, and
we got that answer. So we know how the daughter's going to come back, or the sister's going to come back, and she's got to learn that at some point.
Or why she's away.
That was
great. We have
great.
to figure out when I said I think maybe they already did.
It was when she brought the tea, whatever episode that was.
She knew his tea.
Yeah,
Okay.
And I think that was like the second episode. Maybe it was the third, but I think it was the second. Either way, you were streets ahead. You were streets ahead. But
I mean, Mom, I don't blame you. Like, you guys have some chemistry there. So.
Yeah.
And then I was curious, and I feel like we talked about this around the same time we were talking about Mom and Jeff, about how I was curious if, like, he and Susie, if something was going to happen with Eddie and Susie, if they were going to do it. And clearly, something happened.
Something happened.
They didn't know. And I like how, again, like how they go to the next morning and then they always say, like, they cut to something and they go, oh, you know, and then they cut back to it from the night before earlier when they're telling the story versus doing it chronologically. I love these flashback moments, and I don't think we've seen the end of whatever happened that night.
No,
I think that's coming back.
I agree. There was a lot happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening. And now, so we're getting into episode 6, and I kind of agree with you that normally the penultimate episode is usually the biggest episode of the season. So we're one away from that before
one
7.
more than that. Mm-hmm.
So it does feel like we're moving a lot of chess pieces around the board, and it's going to blow up. Now we know there's friction between Susie and her dad, which we didn't really see before, that she wants to run things a certain way and he disagrees. The brother got a scene but didn't even have a line.
Well, I was actually watching this going, could be completely wrong, but I was wondering if it was the brother potentially as this other person, just because maybe he wants a bigger piece in his dad's business and Susie is getting it all.
Could be.
So that was part of it, because they do keep bringing him back.
And that would speak thematically to like Freddie and Eddie and their whole thing about, you know, siblings getting passed over and the brother feels the same way. Like that ties in very nicely. Yeah. So that could certainly be the case, because there really was no reason to show the brother in this episode. He didn't get a line. So you think, I mean, purely thinking
the last
from
time with her.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking from a production standpoint, like if I'm the line producer, like, wait, I'm not going to pay for this guy. Like, why pay for him? Give him an episode fee when he's not even going to get a line, unless it's important. So, yeah, maybe you're right, and that like maybe he really is the one doing it. Man.
But I keep looking. They went in on the hands a lot, and I don't know if they just did the hands because they just needed to be. They're not showing anything, but they just seemed like they were going close up. So I was trying to see if there was something distinct about the hands.
Me too. I was looking. I couldn't tell.
And I've never seen their brother. I'm trying to think. His brother's hands are usually cut. No,
yeah, they're usually covered with the gloves.
Yeah, but he did come with them to that restaurant.
Yeah, that one scene. Yeah, every other scene he's been in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one scene in the restaurant 2 episodes ago, and then this one with the dad. But yeah, they did show the hands. I mean, I'm so blind. I couldn't tell if it was a white guy or black guy. You said it was a white guy. I thought it was a black guy holding the phone. That's why I thought it was Johnson. But who knows? We'll find out. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into episode 6.